away. She ate away. She ate away. She ate away. Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know where you've been told.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Unlock line. Unlock lock. Hey. Street.
And they send a man in motion. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they'll have 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Cougar 19. Get it.
Back to the well again. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the gun on 3rd down. Maybe some nerves. It's an interception on his first pass. Jerome Baker has it. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Okay, ready?
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
Trying the right side. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready?
Robinson on the inside give. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Running this one off right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Go.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jared Verse on the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Staying with Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Gets it to him on the screen. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's go now.
Now give left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 7. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
3 on the board, and now he'll send this one sailing. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Hey, read. Go.
Hand off to the back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Daniels on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Down the sideline to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Here we go.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Come on. Hey.
They bring their tight end left. Here's 2nd and 14. The throw left side finds Freiermuth. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Daniels. He sends this one to the end zone. And it's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
On 1st down, they'll run. He's contained at the line for no gain. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They just get the play off. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Just 3-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its
Let's go
stride.
now.
Now Milton to throw. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And they're going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Has it at the 7. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. And in for the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Cardi with the extra point. And his guys make it a 10-point ball game. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Get it.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
On the set. Ready.
Now Daniels off the play action. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
To throw, Daniels. It's his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35.
They're on the 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
Throwing from the gun. Watson with the catch. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on.
Running this one left. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Smash, smash.
Another carry for him. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's in. Touchdown! The Tigers make it a 16-point ball game. Cardi now for the PAT. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And these guys take a 3-possession lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
Ready, ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing now, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
On the ready. Back goal 80.
We're to the 2-minute warning from St. Louis. The Commanders driving. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Cowboys.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now it comes a critical third down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Brought in right side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Ready, break. 65, 60.
Running left is Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Okay, break. Roll. Here we go, set. Ready.
They give it to him again. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders chop some of the lead off before the half. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, it can mean a touchdown.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing now, Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball, when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB. Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On the set.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Go.
Looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. And the Commanders get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jared Verse on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
19 Lions.
Second and 10 now. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ready.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
Hey, smash Bronco. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
1st and 10 are under Robinson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Play fake here, Daniels. Buying some time left. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Cup 19. Ready.
Daniels. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Now the PAT try coming up. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Commanders make it 17 all. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Go.
Milton now dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
It's some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Commanders will go on offense.
Ready.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Give now to the running back. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They've got a man in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Rolling left, buying some time. He'll step up, and there he goes.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Dax Hill up for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Go.
Motioning the tight end now. From the 40 on 2nd down. Pass taken in by Fryermuth. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Dax Hill up for the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready? 70 Lions. Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. Olave with the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Again, Daniels to the air. Caught by Freiermuth. He's got it in the red zone. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's a tie ball game through 3. We'll see which side separates here in the 4th. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go. Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal.
Timberwolves. Check.
Back to the well again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Craft all 80.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Okay, ready?
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his right. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Tag.
Now a give running right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Ready.
Now Milton to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the handoff. And he's going to be taken down right around the 39. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Come on, come on.
Looking to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Go.
To throw, Milton. Gets him on the in route. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll give him a 1st down.
Ready.
Now a give left side. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Another carry for him. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
He's back to throw. Oh no, the ball is loose. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in St. Louis. These guys losing by 7. Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. He'll throw it. Oh, he trucked that defender. bowling over defenders left and right. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll hand it to him again. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. Setting up to pass. And he brings it in. Touchdown. And a big decision coming up for him now. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready, up.
He'll look to throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here he is to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Come on.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Buffalo AC.
Looking to throw it. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. So that brings up 4th and long. Punting unit out now. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This one returned for 11 yards. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Right up the gut. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Viking 18. Go.
Back-to-back carries here. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Running this one left. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Got it. Ready.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Back to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Every eye in this place now staring right at Joshua Carty. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And barring a miracle, we're set up for overtime.
That's the life of an NFL kicker, a chance to be a hero, and unfortunately, he can't end this one. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon his teammates to pick him up and maybe give him that game-winning opportunity coming up in overtime.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warrior 70.
Daniels on first down. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And postseason overtime differs from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things anymore. Both teams guaranteed a possession. And if we're still tied after each team has had the football once, we then go to sudden death, and the first score takes it. It has been a heavyweight fight to begin these playoffs, and we're not done yet. The kick is away, and overtime has begun. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds after a tough return. Offense looking at its own 17 to begin the drive. They're out and set, first and 10.
Let's go now.
Hand off to the back. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
go. Let's go. Ready, right?
From the 19. Escapes the pocket. Middle of the field, got his man, it's Pitts. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. So remember, even if they reach pay dirt, other side still gets to answer in the playoffs. They're on the right track, but still plenty of work to go to put that touchdown up.
Seeing those chains move is so critical on that opening drive. It's kind of like getting a runner on base, Kate, in the top of a baseball inning. It just sets the table for more to come.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Ready up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready. Ready.
They give it to him again. Still working past the 40. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give him a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
19. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're going play action. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Come on, come on.
Throwing now from the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ready, set.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Let go.
Give now to the running back. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. All right, so they can't end the game with a touchdown, not in a postseason overtime, but a score sure would send a mountain of pressure across the field and set their defense up quite well, too.
It would, Kate, but I would tell you, offensively, now that you're in the red zone, anything short of a touchdown would feel like a disappointment.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Plowing up the middle. And he runs this down to around the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. So a key moment here in overtime for both teams to strategize. It's one of the biggest moments of the game for Joshua Carty. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
The important part, they've got the lead here in overtime after the short field goal. But with how close they got, the touchdown was in play. And you gotta hope that you can get the stop here and not live to regret that series stalling out.
Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. He finds fans. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Daniels from the pistol. He beams one deep right side. And the game ends on the interception. Great work by the defense. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Tigers take possession on his 13th INT of this season. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And that was the type of game you can only hope for in the postseason, Brock. Couple of deserving teams laying it all out there, and they were finally able to get the win and keep their playoffs going. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Tigers are winners as we say so long from St. Louis.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a music. Born in a music. Born in a music. Born in a music. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Just don't stop. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million.
Off to the races, innovative energy is contagious. Pick up the paces, one for the ages. Ain't no debating, we gonna make it. Hey, hey, back to the basics. Dedicated, breaking out of the matrix. Levitated, flying higher than spaceships. Elevated, celebrated. Woo, woo. I got the power. Woo, woo. I got the power. Hey, hey, you ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this.